All right, we're pitching in because here's what we're hearing: 6 to 7 million, 6 to 7. You know, not 67, 6 to 7 million, which I think that's a pretty good deal.
I can pitch in 100.
You got $100 in.
Yeah.
Easy is in for 100.
I got $1.
$1. Henry. Jacob's in for $5. All right, let's go outside tonight. The Quarry Market on this Thursday. We're starting to make weekend plans now. The smokestacks, according to my good friends at the Quarry Market, red, white, and blue in remembrance of 9/11 and the 2,977 lives we lost this day 24 years ago, this Patriot Day. Pray for those left behind. Temperature outside under partly cloudy skies, 84. So we started seeing a few clouds today, something we haven't seen all week. All week we've been underneath high pressure and cloud-free condition. Now an east-southeast wind about 15, dew point at 67. Highs today a lot warmer than where we started this week. Remember this week we were starting in the 80s, and now we're hitting the triple digits at Gonzales, so awfully close at Pleasanton, 99, 97s from Floresville all the way up to Austin, with the exception of New Braunfels at 95. We stopped at 93, pair of 98s down I-35, 93s along the Rio Grande. Here was the big story today, the Ozone Action Day, and I have never seen San Antonio unhealthy for all groups. Normally a code orange where we're unhealthy for sensitive groups, but today, along with Houston, and still the case tonight, these are live air quality monitors, the air is unhealthy for everybody. So just keep that in mind tomorrow in the daytime heat. Also on Thursday, we get an updated drought report. Good news here. We saw the extreme area get a lot smaller. It's only about half of Bexar County now. The exceptional is still here, but it's a smaller pocket of southern Medina County. There was some rain today. It mainly moved in from Galveston, Houston, made it to about Victoria and Cuero, then another little area of rainfall across I-35, Cotulla, Carrizo Springs, but not very much, not even measurable. You know, you've got high pressure still in control, and you can see it right here. It's going to divert this next trough of low pressure on the west coast to the north, so we're really not expecting to see anything move in our direction. Now, we go to the tropics, and we've got now a tropical depression south of Mexico City. Some of this moisture, we've got to keep an eye on this. The steering currents are still saying out to the Pacific, but maybe we can get some moisture moved in our direction. Gulf, Caribbean, both very quiet, but now a 30% chance what you see out here in the far southeast Atlantic develops, and it would be our G storm. We've got Gabrielle waiting. You know, we've only had 6 named storms. The forecast calls for about 11 more this hurricane season. All right, 14-day forecast from the beautiful Tower of the Americas. We've got 95s through Sunday, so it's going to be warm every afternoon, and we're going to start feeling the heat index too. Now, mornings, you know, not too bad, 72s, you know, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but it really was nice to start the week in those 60s, wasn't it? First day of fall, 92 and partly cloudy. Both the second to last and last weekend of summer, about identical, mid-90s and partly cloudy.
The beauty of Texas, all 90s here in September.